Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing tonight? So, what do you think of the new intro that was gifted to me by a very talented person who made me a new intro to do up? I was so excited. It's the first time I've shown it, with the exception of to my sisters on Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. I played it for them the other night when we were together. So they got first dibs at looking at it, but y'all the first ones to get to see it live doing its thing. Uh and hello, there's a lot of y'all here already. um Let's see. How is everybody doing tonight? Oh, y'all like it. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, that was a real gift. I mean, I've been trying to make one myself, but I'm not very talented when it comes to that. I mean, I'm learning. Maybe eventually I'll get to that point, but it's been frustrating because I don't really know what I'm doing. And so it's been slow going, because a lot of it is just trying to learn something new. Um, but yeah, I really love the fact, because we were talking about it. I was telling my friend about, I was trying to make a new intro for me, and and he said, well, you're going to do something like in the swamp or something. I said, well, yeah, that was, I kind of explained to him what I was looking for, which is what he created. And I said, because I said, I live right next to the Atchafalaya, which is the largest land-based swamp in the continental U.S. I mean, it's an 18-mile bridge to cross it. Okay, that's how big this freaking swamp is. And it's a cypress swamp. And a lot of people don't realize that there are different kinds of swamps. Ours are cypress swamps. That's those big old trees that are rooted down into the water. Those are cypress trees. So anyway, he was like, well, send me what you've made so far and let me look and see what I can do. And I said, oh, okay, give me some pointers. And, it was kind of what I was thinking. And then the next day I get this video back and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you did the whole thing. He's like, yeah, well, if you like it, we could tweak it. We could do this. So we tweaked a bit here and a bit there and whatnot. And I'm just blown away by it. So a great big thank you to him. And I'm glad to know y'all like it. The other thing that I've got cooking, I am now officially showing the Otter Spirit. They're like a gemstone and crystal jewelry company. They are based out of Monterey, or they're based on the West Coast. In support, for every sale that they do with their bracelets and their jewelry, a portion of that money goes to the saving the wild sea otters off of Monterey Bay, which evidently have almost become extinct. And so they've joined several of the conservationists, I'll get the word out in a minute, to help protect their area and everything. And they are slowly starting to come back. And beautiful, beautiful crystals and gemstones that they use. They use top of the line stones. They use top of the line crystals. Just everything is like AAA rated and above. I worked for a jewelry wholesaler for like a year, many moons ago. So yeah, I've learned a little bit, like on the backside of jewelry making and getting your stones and different carats and all that kind of stuff, with gold and platinum and silver, and how they mix it with the different alloys for the different carats and the different colors. And it's really fascinating stuff. It's hard work. I would not want to have to work on the manufacturing side of that, because that was some hard work. And it's like being locked into Fort Knox. You went to work in the morning, you went through full body scans and pat downs, and you couldn't have like fake nails. You couldn't bring like bags or anything into work. You were allowed like your purse as long as it wasn't too big, and a lunch kit, that you could put. But the guy that owned the company had made arrangements with several of the local food truck companies, and you could order your food and it would be delivered for whatever lunch break you were on, because such a big operation that they had lunches broke down like 2 or 3 different lunch times, and you just said what building you were in and what your lunch time was, and your food would be delivered and waiting for you when you went on break. And they would just take it out of your paycheck, so you didn't have to worry about trying to catch somebody and pay for it on the spot. They would just mark it on your paycheck, and they would take it off your check, which is good and bad. It was good because you didn't have to hassle with all of that. The bad part was you get your paycheck and go, damn, how much did I eat last week? So you had to be kind of careful about it. But it was really cool. I worked on the sales side, so I didn't have to go through all of that rigmarole. But about once a week, they would take us on like a field trip over to the manufacturing side, and we would get to see the different, like once we went into like the diamond vault, where we got to see like all the different kinds of diamonds. I'm talking from diamonds this freaking big to little bitty ones that you could barely see. And I learned about that. We got to see other gemstones like emeralds and rubies and sapphires. I saw a true black pearl. It's about yay big around. It was huge for a pearl. Tahitian black pearl. Wholesale, it was worth over $50,000. One pearl. That's how rare it was. Most black pearls are created to be black. They're more of a dark gray color. They're not really black. And this was a true black pearl, and it was just phenomenally gorgeous. We got to go in like the smelting room to see how they melted the gold and mixed all this stuff. It was really interesting. I mean, it was a fun job. So when I found this company, Otter Spirit, I was really impressed with the quality of their stones, and they offered simple yet lovely bracelets, earrings, necklaces, rings, and I love the fact that part of each sale goes to helping a conservation project, which they chose the wild sea otters of Monterey Bay. And so that was like big plus in my book. And so if you decide you want to go shopping and you want to go look, the link and everything is in the description box below, and you just click on that link and you put in the coupon code, which is I don't remember, my name and some numbers after it. It's in there, and you'll get 20% off. So I mean, that's kind of cool. And if you have a channel, maybe check in with them and say, hey, I wouldn't mind showing off some of your stuff. I mean, I'm sure they've got guys doing it as much as women. We're not the only ones that wear jewelry, especially nowadays. A lot of guys have really gotten into wearing jewelry and stuff. I know there's a political pundit I like to watch on YouTube, and he has the prettiest strand of pearls that he wears. Every video he does, he's got his pearls on, and they're gorgeous. It's like, oh, honey, those aren't fake. Those are real pearls. When you've been around it a little while, you can kind of pick out which ones are fake and which ones aren't. All of my stuff is fake. I don't really have I have a few real pieces, but most of my stuff is just costume jewelry that I bought at Amazon or Temu or Walmart or Target, somewhere like that. So I'm glad y'all liked the intro. I was really, really excited about it. Be sure you go check out Otter Spirit. otterspirit.com, I think is the right, it's in the description box. Don't ask me to remember that crap. I don't remember. I don't remember my name half the time. And so here we are Saturday night. I've actually been sick for the last several days, just not like throwing up sick, just really, really bad headache that kept trying to turn into a migraine. And I kept fighting it, trying to keep it from turning into a migraine. So I've been kind of on the lowdown the last few days. I had to cancel a live I was going to be doing with Judy from Judy Healing's Fire Thursday night. We were going to do a live, and I was just like, my skull felt like it was going to split wide open. I was like, I'm sorry, I just can't. And then I did polyterology with Colleen and Cleo last night. And by the time we got through and signed off, I literally went to bed like within half an hour. I was out, and I was just, that headache came roaring back. So yeah, so I've been taking it easy the last few days and everything, but I got all my test results back from the doctor, the urologist. I've got one more specialist that I have to see, and I haven't seen him, her. I don't even know if it's a him or a her. I haven't seen this doctor yet, and I go not this coming week, but the week after. I go to that, and then hopefully everything will be in the clear. Because so far, everything that they've done, they've retested. They went through all this stuff. They did all these retests and whatnot, and everything this go round has come back clear. So I'm like, oh yay! So evidently it was a fluke. I mean, at first they thought I had kidney stones or something, but they didn't see any kidney stones, and I never felt anything. I never felt like anything was wrong. It was just blood in my urine. They kept finding blood in my urine, and we couldn't figure out why. So hence all of the testing, and then gone to the urologist and had to do a bunch of testing with them. And they're sending me to one more urology specialist that's like the next step up, more like cancer screening almost. And I go, like I said, not this week, but next week, I'll go in and see them. And, but I feel like everything's going to be okay. I've not felt like anything was wrong. And it seems to me if it was anything along those lines, somebody would have seen something by now, because they've been testing me nonstop for like the last 6 months, trying to figure out why I keep getting the owls, Jesus, why I keep getting the blood in my urine. So as soon as I know, y'all know, I'll let you know. But I'm thinking it's just going to be just kind of make sure kind of thing, you know. They just want to test everything, make sure one more time, go see the other specialist, and hopefully that'll be the last of that. I won't have to mess with that anymore. And aren't those cool owls? I see. Yeah, I need I got those on Canva. I went into their AI function, and I just typed in owls, owl families, and they generate a bunch of pictures. And these were just a couple of the pictures that they generated. The thumbnail that I used for the show, that was from that same batch of pictures that they created for me. And I really liked them. And so I thought, well, it's just me tonight, so I can put up my overlays. I don't get to use them that much. And but I like those. I think they look really cool. And let's see. Gotcha. I'm talking and I'm trying to start at the same time. So so yeah, well, I'm glad y'all liked it. I was hoping everybody would enjoy the new intro. I was like I said, that was just a gift, and I was very, very humbled and touched that my friend made that for me. Nancy, no, he doesn't play in Atlanta, or at least he hasn't as of yet. He's not really in a band. He does more sound engineer work than he does actual music. He does a lot of covers and stuff. He does do songs that he writes himself that he puts out. Most of his stuff right now is just out on YouTube or Instagram. There are local bands here in our city that if they need like a backup guitarist or something, they'll give him a buzz and ask him, you want to come and play backup, for the extra guitar person they might need or something, and he does that. He just bought himself a fiddle a couple of months back. He decided he wanted to learn how to play the fiddle. Like, of all the instruments you play, a fiddle? He's like, yeah, I kind of like the way it sounds. He's he was never really into Cajun music or Creole music, either one. And then the club where he works at now, they have several regulars that come in every few months that are Cajun music or Creole music that come and play. And so he's been more and more exposed to it. And he's just, the more he's listened to it, the more he likes it. So he decided, I need to learn how to play a fiddle. So maybe I can play some of that kind of music. And I'm like, yeah, that works. So, so a big hello, everybody in the chat. If I start calling out names, I will invariably miss somebody and hurt somebody's feelings. I saw Scott was here earlier. Hi, Scott. And I know Amy was in here. Amy, Warrior Princess. Her mom is not doing real good, so y'all keep her mom in your prayers, please. Just the whole family, because there's a lot of stuff that they're dealing with right now. So yeah, Dakota, that's very true. When you learn something each day, it will keep you young. I mean, it's just like reading, if you sit and read actual books, you can do it on Kindle. It's not like you have to hold a book in your hand, but the more you read, the more your brain, all that stuff gets activated, and it makes you smarter. You're more aware of what's going on. I know, my mother never finished school. She raised two kids on her own, but she didn't even finish high school. But she was probably one of the smartest people I knew because she read voraciously. Anything and everything she read. And there were a lot of times as a kid growing up, we didn't even have a TV. Just somebody found out that we didn't have a TV, they would give us one, like if they bought a new one, we'd get the old one, and we'd have it until it broke. And we just never would replace it. We just weren't, we would go to the library every week, and all of us would come home, with stacks of books to read for the week. And so thank you, Diane. And so I see a lot of our regulars here, my Cajun cousins here. Hey, Katie, I'm proud. And oh no, Maureen, you fell and hurt your shoulder. Oh, y'all send lots of healing energy to Maureen. You get that. That's painful when you hurt your shoulder. I've done that before. And oh, thanks. You like my glasses? Yeah, I got these several months ago now. I've had them, but they're I don't know if you can tell, they're blue. And I thought, yeah, I kind of like that. And because blue's my favorite color anyway. And I kind of like the frame. It's a sort of kind of a cat eye, but not quite. It's a little funky looking. And I kind of like that, something that just looks a little different. And because I'm blind as a bat, I walk into the walls without my glasses. So that's one of the few things I splurge on every year is new glasses. And because I'm on the computer all day at work, and then when I come home, these are my computer lenses. So and red, that's just my t-shirt. It says, I finished my free trial of adulthood, and I'd like to cancel my subscription, please. I think it was Marina gave me this shirt, sent me this shirt. I was like, when I got this shirt, I thought, oh, that's so perfect. I know a lot of us feel that way. It's like, yeah, okay. Adulting sucks, man. It's like, I want to be a kid again. Um, so you got it, Marine. Anyway, gotcha, Richleen. All right. I'm trying to go through and make sure I haven't missed anybody. And I'm yeah, and it's not just the sea otters that are struggling. I mean, there's a lot of the marine wildlife that, I mean, the more we keep dumping shit into the waters, the more it affects, the wildlife. You see, you see the otters, you see the sea lions, whales, uh, sharks, even dolphins, other kinds, sea turtles, whatnot. They get that crap wrapped around their fins or their throats, and um, it can do serious damage. It's not good at all. It's like it's bad enough that we're doing it to ourselves, but also doing it to all the creatures in the sea and on the land. So, yes, it's a full moon lunar eclipse. Thank you, Sabrina, for the reminder. Tonight, is it tonight or is it tomorrow night? I think it's tonight is the full moon, and tomorrow is, or the day after, is the full lunar eclipse. And from the few of my friends who are into the astrology stuff, both Western and Vedic, they're like, things are really super topsy-turvy right now. It's like, oh boy, isn't that going to be fun? So, yeah, so let's see, make sure. Hey, Clarence, make sure I haven't missed anybody. I see Edward and Jackie and Linda and Amy and Terry and yeah, I got you from earlier, Amy. So I can probably take a couple of more and then I'll have to cut it off because I'll be here until tomorrow. Yeah, Eileen, you got it. It's the Atchafalaya Basin Bridge. It's an 18-mile bridge to get from my city to Baton Rouge, which is on the other side of the swamp. And it's not such a bad bridge to drive on anymore because they have slowly expanded it, and they actually they're working on doing a new causeway across, which will be really nice when they get that done. But for most of my life, it was a 2-lane blacktop bridge. It's like, if there's an accident on the bridge, you ain't going nowhere, honey. You are stuck like Chuck till they get that mess cleaned up because there's no off ramps. Where are you going to off ramp to? The middle of the swamp? There's just nothing to off ramp to. So it can be a little hairy going across that bridge sometimes. I know when Hurricane Andrew hit back in the, back in the 90s. I mean, it did such catastrophic damage to Florida. But then it crossed Florida, wiping out everything that it touched there, and it went back into the Gulf, regrew to a 5, and then came right straight up the Atchafalaya Basin is where Hurricane Andrew went. I mean, it just went right up the basin. And I remember when they finally opened the bridge so that people could go back and forth across again, it looked like somebody had dropped an atomic bomb in the middle of the swamp. Everything was flat. I mean, all the trees, everything was just knocked flat. That was the wildest thing. The only other time I've seen worse damage from a hurricane was when Hurricane Camille hit the Mississippi Gulf Coast in 1969. We lived in Texas at the time, and we drove through there in '69, about 2-3 weeks before Camille hit, to go visit friends in Florida. And while we were in Florida, Camille hit, and you couldn't get back across because the road was wiped out. I mean, everything was just, it was horrendous. And I remember when they finally got the roads to where they could open them up for traffic to travel again, it was just, it was unreal. I mean, all those beautiful old homes, the majority of them were just gone. You had fishing trolleys that were out in the ocean that were sitting in people's front yards or in the middle of their house that got blown up. I think there was a, I think it was a 29-foot sea surge with Camille. It was really, really big. And that probably, I mean, the winds are bad enough, but it's when you get that surge of water that comes in with it, that's what does the damage, because that water is just, it knocks out everything. I mean, and I know when Katrina came through, a lot of people thought Katrina hit New Orleans. It didn't. Everybody in the beginning thought, oh wow, New Orleans, you know, got off lucky there because Katrina didn't hit New Orleans. It hit past Christiane, Pascagoula, Mobile Bay. It hit all that area there on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and it wiped places out again. What happened to New Orleans were the levees broke, and that's what did all that damage. Was there, you know, and they had been telling them for 50 plus years. You know, the engineers had been telling the state, you know, look, y'all really need to do something about these levees. It's going to take one good storm hitting just the right way, and boom, it's going to knock those levees out, and then the whole city's going to go underwater. And that's basically what happened, because New Orleans is in a bowl. Okay, think of it as like sitting at the bottom of a bowl, and you have Lake Pontchartrain, the Mississippi River, and the Gulf of Mexico surrounding it. And so you've got all this water around it with causeways and bridges over it, and then you got New Orleans, which is down in a bowl at the bottom of that. It's literally below sea level. And so when the levees broke, all that water come right on in. And, you know, it was, who's saying that? Oh, thanks, Sabrina. That's okay. It's like I said, it's been a kind of a rough week headache wise. So I just kind of was like, we're just going to take it easy tonight and just kind of chill and hang and whatnot. And I wanted to show y'all my new intro and get y'all's opinions on it. You have 5 bracelets. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff in my cart with them too. It's like, I have to save up for some stuff, but you know, hey, if you go back through and use my code and my link, you'll get 20% off that sucker. So oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay, evidently not Monterey Bay Aquarium has webcams up, so you can go and look at the otters and the seals and everything. Oh, that's cool. I'd much rather look at it through a webcam than when my son got out of basic training in the Navy. He was up in Chicago, and then they sent him to San Diego for school. And just before he left to go on his first assignment, when he finally got his orders, which was to Hawaii of all places, it's like, who goes from basic to San Diego to Hawaii? I mean, that doesn't happen very often. But we, my mom was with me at the time. We lived in Phoenix, and before he got sent out on his assignment, we went over for a holiday weekend. I think it was Memorial Day weekend. And I was able to bring my mom so she could see the Pacific Ocean and see the West Coast. and he took us to La Jolla. They're just a little north of San Diego, and to go see Seal Beach. And I mean, they had from little bitty baby seals, a great big huge grandpa seals. I mean, they, oh my God, they stink. Jesus, Lord have mercy. That stinks to high heaven. I was like, I'm so glad Discovery Channel doesn't have smell-o-vision. Because it was like, whoa, we got there, and I was like, oh my God. You wanted to walk around like this, with your nose clenched. Um, but I love to watch it on the webcams because you get the pleasure of watching it. You don't have to get the smells. So, um, all right, let's see here. I'm yakking, 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 and I'm not paying attention and clicking here. Hey, Laura, no, you're just on time, baby. Um, oh, thank you, Dina. Uh, let's see, let's see. Yeah, I've never been up uh, that part of California. LA is the furthest north in California I think I went. Um, so, and that's nothing to that's nothing to write home about. Um, LA is like any other big city. It's big and loud, and the roads are terrible. And um, yeah, I think the lunar eclipse is tomorrow, Eileen. I think it's wait, let me look real quick. I think I wrote it down. All right, the full moon is tomorrow, and that means the lunar eclipse is either tomorrow or the day after, because they were like a day or two apart. Um, so, and I don't remember off the top of my head. And hey, Bobby's here. Hey, Bobby. Um, so yeah, I think that's why everybody's been kind of feeling, bleh, because of this lunar eclipse and everything. And I did a show with Hogarth, came on from Hogarth's Global Astrology. We finally got connected again and to do another live together. And he was on Labor Day with me on September 1st. And uh, he was explaining about with this lunar eclipse, there are the nodes. Now, I've heard nodes. I don't really understand what they are or how they work. But you have the north nodes and you have the south nodes. They mean different things. Well, because of the eclipse and the where things are positioned right now, it's like the nodes have come back around, but now they're like flipped over upside down. And that causes a big disturbance in the energy from what Hogarth was saying. And so that's why everybody feels so out of sorts and kind of everything feels really wacky and out of just, discombobulated on everybody, is because the northern nodes are literally upside down. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I still don't quite know what that means, but um, somebody was saying, um, well, hi, Bobby. I'm glad you popped in. Big hugs. Um, so, all right, let me stop talking for a minute here and actually look. Hey, innocent potato, Linda, Terry. I start naming everyone. Edward's here, and Jackie's here, and Maureen, and Dina. Thank you, Adrian. That's very sweet of you. Um, all right, let's. I should have something I could like plug in and just play while I'm sitting there trying to figure out if I got everybody. Um, oh my goodness, Linda, that sounds terrible. Um, Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, I've had several people told me that, and I took some of that with some cranberry juice. Back in the beginning when we first thought, well, maybe it's kidney stones or something, but they were able to rule that out. The doctor was like, yeah, no, you don't have kidney stones. You're good. And I'm like, okay, that's a good thing to know. Um, let's see. Yeah, those are my AI owls. I went on Canva and typed in what I was looking for, and those were some of the pictures they sent me. Um, so that's kind of cool. I like that. And oh, cool, Anita, that would be nice. Um, let's see. Okay, Elle, that's wonderful. You got your settlement. Yay, that's fantastic. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You're gonna have to finish your thought because it cut you off. Um, all right, night, Bobby. Um, yeah, I got you already, Amy. Um, all right, I'm almost to the bottom of the list here. I'm almost there. Oh wow, okay. Oh, that sounds weird. That sounds wild. We don't need people like that around. That's for damn sure. Um, yeah, there's a lot of good jazz places around town here, and uh, I know my city, Lafayette, is one of the top 25 cities in the country for restaurants, good food restaurants. You'll see why I'm so big. One thing we Cajuns like to eat, baby. Let me tell you, we like to eat. Um, oh, you're welcome, Carmen. I mean, if the headache comes back in the middle of this tonight, then I very well may say, okay, later, folks. Um, but Olvin Walker, I believe I got you. Yeah, after a while, when as chat scrolls up, then it like the top of the chat disappears. Um, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got you, Olvin. No, don't worry, baby, I got you. Um, let's see. All right, and oh wow, okay, oh that's wild. Gotcha, Clarence. Okay. Yeah, I is Cajun. I'm not Creole. I'm Cajun. Um, and so, uh, all right. Jesus, man, the chat just keeps going and going and going. Ay, 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 ay. Hey, Judy, there's Judy. Um, we'll have to catch up and redo our live on another night because I had to cancel on her Thursday because my brain just was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. I think I was in bed like 9 o'clock that night. I was out, and the eclipse is tomorrow. Okay, I knew it was going to be in the next. So it's the same day as the full moon. Oh wow, because I know tomorrow's full moon. So yeah, I should have pulled out my moon decks, and I didn't think about that. Oh well, I'm not going digging now. Sorry, y'all. We're gonna deal with the ones that are out. And that's it. Um, all right, all right. Let's see. Let's quit talking and start scrolling, Jerry. Um, I am feeling better. Yes, I'm still taking it easy. Um, Linda, I believe I got yours. I'm gonna double check real quick. and make sure. Yeah, Linda Gibson, I got you. I got you. So you're good. Oh, thanks. That's CoverGirl lipstick. It's number 540. I think it's called iced mauve, something like that. I like it because it's not too red. It's not too beige, and it's got a little bit of a glimmer to it. So 92. Thank you, Mariva. Yes, I knew Andrew was in the 90s. I just couldn't remember what year. I remember my husband and I sat out on the front porch and watched it blow in. We were crazy. What can I say? We grew up on the Gulf Coast. We've been through so many hurricanes. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's coming. It's I have never left for a hurricane. I've never left. I've never evacuated ever. We've always just battened down the hatches and rode it out, you know. Oh wow. Mariva, you went through Maria in Puerto Rico. That was a bad hurricane. Yeah, I remember. My first real, I didn't mention Jules' website, JWB, from, there is a link in there. Jules, she is one of the members, and I don't know if she's here tonight or not. She also makes jewelry herself. She hand makes jewelry. And she's got some really, really pretty pieces. She has an Etsy shop, and it is, crap, I don't remember. What is the name of her Etsy shop? Wait a minute. I'm going to have to go scroll on the thing here. Hang on a minute. Jules Handcrafted Designs is the name of it. Jules Handcrafted Design. That's Jules' website. So you can find some really pretty pieces. She made me a pair of owl earrings, and I meant to put them on and I forgot. And so yeah, she's got some real pretty stuff. So y'all check out her stuff. And that's okay, Clarence darling. I'll still pull you a card and put it in there. You can catch it on replay. And you take care. Go lay down. Get you some rest, baby. Okay, let's see. Yeah, a lot of us have been messed the headaches. I don't know what it is. It's something to do with this lunar eclipse, y'all. It's like screwing with everybody. And most people I've talked to, it's headaches. They've been getting headaches. Yes, I have my caffeine. I got my Coca-Cola right here. And I took a nap earlier. And if I start wigging out on y'all, start fussing at me. Because, I'll try to just push through and keep going. And then it's embarrassing if I go back and rewatch it. I think, oh my God, why did I do that? I should have just said goodnight and gone to bed. So just stubbornness. It's just, I'm stubborn. That's all. And stubborn as a mule, as the old saying goes. Okay. All right. Ay. And all right. I think I'm getting close to the bottom. I'm almost to the bottom of the chat. Okay, oh yeah, I saw it. I got it, babe. I saw you finished your sentence. It's irritating when that happens. Hey Jason, how are you feeling, darling? Oh, you got swelling now. No clots or anything, huh? You take it easy, you too. Just get some rest, man. Jason just had surgery not that long ago, so y'all keep him in your prayers as well. Got to keep all our folks good and healthy. Okay. Linda Gibson, yes, I got yours. All right. I think everybody. Maria, yes, I got yours. Let's see. Gotcha, Anita. All right. Thank you, Jackie. Yes, questions are now closed because I am like at over 30 now. So, and I've already been yakking for 45 minutes. Jeez, time flies when you're having fun. And I do have fun with this. Y'all know I really enjoy doing this. So, and let's see. All righty. Ah, I got to the bottom. Yay. All right. Let's get going here. Let me get a sip and oh, let me put this back up. See, I have my other computer up with the show actually on that computer. So if there's a glitch between what I'm seeing and what y'all are seeing, I can pick it up. And okay, let's see here. And all right, Maureen, you're up first tonight because you're a member and you're at the top of the list. So yay. Want to make sure. All right. And all right, I'm just double checking real quick. Okay. Okay, here we go. A message from your guides. We got us a new deck tonight we're using. And it is called the Trust Your Vibes deck. I just got this one. And I really like it. It's cool. Very, very hippie feeling. All right. Let's see. What does it say about this one? All right. Maureen. It says, quiet, please. Right now, your spirit needs quiet and downtime so you can reconnect your authentic self and receive inner guidance. The noise and distraction of the outer world can be challenging to cut through. If so, retreat into the soothing sanctuary of calm, quiet silence. Meditate, listen to soft music, journal. Avoid the crowd and go within. The more quiet time you allow yourself, the clearer your next steps will be. There you go. So, with me, quiet time consists of getting out into nature and just going and hanging out on the patio or something. All righty, let's see. Jackie, you're next. And Jackie, naughty card. You got it, darling. And went to shuffle a deck earlier and it went, and they all went up in the air. I thought, damn it. All right, Jackie. Stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. There you go. You knew that already. So. All right. And okay, Edward is up next. A SASSY card. You got it. You got it. All right. Am I missing any conversations here? Oh, yeah. If any of these messages, if I'm reading for somebody and whatever it is I'm reading on really just like that's you, then that means that message was meant for you just as much as it was for the person whose name I'm called. So, yeah, take what works, and if it doesn't work for you, then don't worry about it. All right, Edward. It says, get over yourself, pull your shit together, help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. You already do that, so you've already got to jump on it. Alrighty. Okay, Acadian Proud, you're next. An Oracle card. You betcha. We're gonna see what kind of vibes they send in your way, right? Oh, interesting. All right, we pulled for you Dance in the Fire. It says your intuitive perceptions are accurate, even if others challenge you or try to convince you otherwise. Do not be deterred by outside influencers, no matter how persuasive, for it will be a mistake. It may feel reckless, even crazy, to trust your guidance, but this is precisely what you need to do. It will leave you feeling unstoppable. Your inner light is expanding, and your spirit is ready to take the lead. Trust your inner guidance and commit to what you believe in. Move forward with total confidence, no matter what anyone around you says. Dance in the face of fire. Dance in the face and fire of others' judgment and disapproval, for you will encounter plenty of it. Don't let it cause you to doubt yourself. You are being tested by the universe. Any pushback is an opportunity to exercise your strength and personal authority. You are finished following and are ready to lead. Yeah, that fits. That fits really well for you. Um, so there you go, my dear. All right, let's see who we got next. Um, Amy is next. Would like a message from her dad. He keeps saying, stop worrying about your mom. All right. Um, she's preparing. She's preparing to make that transition, honey. And I know it's hard and I know it's difficult. Been there, done that. But he's just telling me to stop worrying about it. Because when she does transition, she's not going to be in pain anymore. And she's not going to be miserable and hurting anymore. She's going to be with her soul family. And she's going to know all. She's going to know what everyone really felt and really thought and who really cared and who didn't. She's going to know that instantly. She probably already knows it. Yeah, he just keeps telling me to tell you to stop worrying it to death. When the time is right, it's going to happen. And just know that your brother and your sister are going to have, they are not going to take this well. And they're going to need you to be the strong one. It's like we talked about the other day. They're in denial right now. And there's not a lot you can do about that. You know, you can't make somebody see and accept something that they don't want to see and accept. So just center it into yourself. Know what's going to work for you, and know that you're going to have to be the one to help them through it. All right. And then I pulled retreat. It says, spoil yourself in the morning mist, breathe in nature's sweet scents. So spend some time outside, you know, like before it gets too hot, out in the morning or maybe later in the evening. Just go sit outside for a little bit. Take some of that quiet time that we were just talking about with the other reading. Because you're very intuitive yourself. I think if you just plug in with that quiet time, you're going to hear your dad yourself. And I think you're going to hear your mom because she's already halfway there. So, yeah, just, you know what's happening. You know what's coming. You've been preparing for it. You're probably better equipped to deal with this than your brother or your sister because neither one of them are ready to deal with it yet. They're in denial. So you're just going to have to be the strong one. You're going to have to be the one that says, you know, okay, it is what it is. This is what we have to do. So just kind of get that list in your brain so that it's there and you can move on it. Okay. But you're going to be all right. It's going to be okay. It's going to be tough, yes, but it's going to be okay. All right. Let's see here. Butch is up next because Butch is a member. And a sweet card. Let's go back to our, what is it called? Whispering Woods deck. I like this little deck. I found that on Amazon. It's like a couple of, but it wasn't very expensive. It was like $5 or $6. So this is a deck I was trying to shuffle earlier and it went all over the damn place. I was like, all right. All right, Butch. You got resilient. It says, stay as strong as evergreen trees. They bloom all year. They deal with all the weather. Hot, cold, rain, snow, storms. It doesn't matter. They're there. What you need, babe? Yep. All right, let's see. So that's what you got, Butch. Let me see. Who is next? Is Kaya is next. All right, y'all give me like half a second and let me deal with my son real quick. And I'll be right back. We'll talk about it after the show.
I had to say it. I couldn't keep holding it in.
Okay. The little kitten that got rehomed, our other little kitten that we had, got out of the house earlier and got hit by a car and died. And the guy that he and his husband had taken the kitten, um, he came to see my son today to let him know what happened. He said they're both of them they're just ripped apart about it. He said especially his husband is just torn apart over it because they got really attached really quick. She was such a sweet little kitten. Oh my goodness. Oh, my heart is breaking now. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, Oracle card. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, Kaya. It says, listen to your body. Your inner guidance speaks through your body. Inner guidance is subtle and easy to miss if you're doing too much or moving too fast. Yeah, buddy, I can tell you that. Take a breath and slowly exhale. With it, release the stress and commotion in your body. As you inhale, shift your attention from your head to your heart space and notice the subtle yet distinct vibrations communicating with you from within. For example, you may sense warm, encouraging waves of energy in the heart area or pulsing, protective vibes in your gut. You may feel constricting warnings in your throat area. Even the hairs on your arms or the back of your neck may be standing up, sending you energetic clues about the world around you. Breathe gently and pay attention to those subtle but invaluable signals. They send information that bypasses your thinking mind. Don't ask others for their input or opinion right now. Others' input, even if well intentioned, weakens your connection with your inner guidance and will leave you confused or second guessing. Listen closely to your body instead, for it tells you the truth. I like that. That's a pretty damn good card. So let's listen to your body. And all right. Everybody's sending you hugs, honey. All right. Lisa, P73. Dealer's choice. Let's go with a listen biatch card. I haven't done one of these yet. And technically, these are oracles too. They're just a little on the sassy side oracles. So kind of get two for the price of one with this one. Let's see here. All right. It says, listen, biatch, if you can't find a way, carve your own fucking path. There we go. That's probably the best advice we could give to anybody on anything. If you can't find the way, then carve your own path. Make your own path. Go, I'm not doing that. Let's go. So there you go, Lisa. I hope that helps. And Dina, thank you for your donation. Dina's also a member, so dealer's choice. All right, let's do another biatch card. They got a new one. They got part 2, an upgraded version of the listen biatch deck. I gotta go get that. I keep forgetting. Damn it! And I ordered some stuff from Amazon today. I could have put it in my cart, and I completely forgot about it. Oh, well. It'll be there the next time I make an order. All right. Listen, biatch. You're allowed to fail. Learn from it. Dust yourself off and fuck shit up. I kind of like the way that goes. So, yeah, there you go. You can do it. You can do it. Yes, you can. All right. Oh, thank you, Adrian. That's very sweet for your donation. Okay, let's see. Lisa, we did. All right, Adrian, an oracle card for the upcoming eclipse. All righty. We're going to go with the Whispering Woods. You know what? Let me grab my moon deck. Oh. Hopefully, I got to turn the light off so I can see it. Let's see. I got my Moonology cards out. So let's see here what we got. If y'all could see my desktop, you would be like, how can you do anything? I swear to God, I've got like a 6-inch space right in front of me to shuffle. Everything else is okay. I'm doing like 4 or 5 different projects all at the same time. So I got crap stacked up on my desk all over the place. All right. Let's see. All right. This one doesn't have numbers. New Moon in Aquarius 62. All right, 62. Here we go. You got bring love into the situation. New Moon in Aquarius. There you go. And it says, attune to the moon, explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Okay. Says, you need to be more detached from the situation that's on your mind. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. Be a little bit more pragmatic. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. Okay. It says Aquarius is the sign of invention, modern advances in technology, and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle. It's individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than the emotional water signs. So dropping convention works well with this energy. So it's all about progress and modernity. So this is the time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. So No looking back. Just go forward. Move on. And you got it. All right. There you go. Okay, let's see. Anita K, you are up. Let's see here. I'm feeling a listen biatch. Anita, hope that's okay for you. And let's see what we got here. It says, listen, biatch, your worth is not tied to your productivity. You are worthy regardless of what you do or don't do. Remember that. And your worth doesn't go up just because you're able to produce more. It just doesn't work that way. You are worthy regardless. So remember that. All right, let's see. All right. Brenna, you are up. And Brenna would like a nice card. You got it. You got it. Oh, and you're Aquarius, Adrian. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, my son's birthday is February 3rd. And oh, it's heartbroken that we lost the little kitten. We had named her Yang, and then they renamed her Patty. And she found her humans, man. They were all attached very closely. Well, that's so sad. It's my son had a dog years ago, a little terrier, and we'd had him a few months, and he managed to dig a hole under the fence, and he got out, and he got hit by a car and killed. And I found out about it because the neighbor kids came knocking on my door one evening, like right as it was getting dark. And they were like, don't you have the little white dog? And I said, yeah. And they said, man, a car hit it. I think it killed the dog. And I was like, oh my God. And it did. It was horrible. We were all of us were just torn up over it. All right, Brenna, here you go. Says, get grounded. It is important to get grounded right now. You are empathetic. And if you aren't grounded, you can absorb others' energy and lose your direction. Yes, you can. Trust me on that. Start by recognizing what is most important to you at this time, and don't let others' demands take precedence. Next, set your intentions and commit to them. Then ground your energy by reconnecting to nature, even if that means simply walking in the neighborhood. As you move, imagine all excess energy or energy that doesn't belong to you or serve your highest good draining out of you and flowing back into the ground. Oh, I like that thought. That's a good one. Imagine drawing support from the earth and moving it up as you inhale, first to the soles of your feet and then continuing to the top of your head, clearing away everything that disturbs your spirit or doesn't belong to you as it flows from bottom to top. I like that. Yeah. That's kind of what I do. I've been learning Qi Kong, which is a form of Tai Chi. For those of us who have back injuries, spinal injuries, it's real hard to do like yoga type moves and stuff because my body just doesn't bend like that anymore, especially since I got my back all effed up. And so one of the things with Gikong is they will have you like do kind of like a almost like a squat, but not quite. You don't go that far down. You just kind of slowly bend your knees and you keep your upper body straight and you go down and you kind of like take your hands and you like cup, like you're pulling energy from the earth, and then you raise it up and you release it over your head. You can also pull it up and then you can work it between your hands. And it's, I mean, you're thinking there's nothing in your hands, but when you start doing that, you can literally, after a minute or so, you can feel the energy pulsing between your hands, like you've got an actual ball of energy in your hands. And the more you do it, the quicker you can pull that energy up. It's like, I'm just showing you kind of what I'm doing, sitting here behind the camera and just doing this for a couple of seconds, and I can feel the energy starting to like just move around inside my hands. It's a really wild feeling. But when you do that and then you bring it back up, it's like you pull it from Mother Earth and you're releasing it to Father Sky. And when you do that, then you can pull that energy back down into you and kind of flush through your whole system. So work on that, and I think you would really be able to get a lot out of that. So, all right. We got, who is, all right. KL has got several here that kind of ran together. Thank you for the donation, by the way. For, let's see. Okay, this is the one you finally got your settlement. Okay, we talked about that. The day I signed the contract, I was in the ER, just discharged. Okay, and then the rest of that is, can I please, please, please get prayers for protection and healing and punishment for this evil, evil Dean. I don't know how she does it. She's Taiwanese and has sent me into the ER twice before over the last 5 years, and her evil deeds are Teflon. Not really. It's going to come back to bite her in the ass. All right, and to finish it up, I don't believe in random patterns of chance. This Dean has done some absolutely inhumane things. I always wondered who would be the kind of person who would torture others for their benefit. Yeah, there's some people out there that do some really bad shit, I guess is a good way to put that. There's just not a whole lot. Oh, Snapdragon, you're next. Okay. All right. Now, I know this is a naughty deck, but it's an actual tarot deck. So I just want to pull a few cards and see what we get on this Dean. And because despite what she or he, I don't know if it's a he or she. Oh, it's a she. Okay. Despite what she may do or bring to others in the long run, when you are functioning from that depth of bad energy, bad karma, it's going to come back around and bite you in the ass. So it may look like she's getting away with stuff. It's building up. Uh-huh. All right. First up, we got the Emperor. It says goals. It says use logic instead of following shitty advice. Yeah. And then we pull the Ace of Pentacles. And that says a new fucking opportunity is coming. So, and then we pull the Seven of Cups. Get the fuck over it. And then we end with the Page of Cups. You are going to receive a pleasant and unexpected fucking surprise. So, this last little card right here. This is what tells us that regardless of what she does, you're going to be the one that ends up getting blessed from this, not her. It's going to maybe take a little bit longer than you would want it to because Spirit does not operate on our time plan. They operate on theirs. But that last card tells me that despite it all, you're going to get good karma. You just got that settlement. That's part of it. Be really smart with it. Don't like run out and buy a bunch of shit and then you're broke in 6 months. I've seen that happen to so many people. It's so sad. Put it in the bank. Don't touch it until you have to, you know. And I think that, like I said, that karma, man, what goes around comes around. And it may be kind of rough right now because of all of the crap that you've had to go through because of her. But that's okay because in the end, karma's going to hit her. She's going to get hers. Okay? So just keep it positive. Keep your money in the bank. Don't let anybody know you got it. Because we're not going to tell. So your secret's safe with us here. We're not going to tell nobody. And yeah, in the end, you're going to come out smelling like a rose, not her. So that Spirit let you know right there that you're good. You're good to go. You just hang in there and you keep focusing on what is right for you. Despite everything she's done, don't focus on her because that just brings your energy down. Okay? You want to focus on the good things. You want to focus on what's coming up next, what you're working on. You want to focus on lining everything up for you. To hell with her. You don't have to think about her. She's just a pain in the ass. Just ignore it. You don't need to worry about that. You worry about you. Focus on you. Focus on your future plans. Put your energy and your thoughts and all of your processes into that direction. And honey, you'll start manifesting stuff like crazy. Because when you focus on her, then all Spirit hears is what you're focusing on hers. And so they send more your way. You don't want any more your way. You wanna, hey, beautiful butterfly. You want to just ignore, just let it go and let Spirit deal with her. And believe me, they will. You focus on you and you're going to go forward. Yes, Lisa, that is an excellent excellent thing to do. I was just about to say that when I looked up, saw you had already written it down. You can do a piece of paper. You can do a bay leaf, you know, if you have like a big bay leaf, especially tomorrow for on the full moon. Write her name. You can write, you know, her name and whatever is the worst character about her you can think of. You know, keep it short, sweet, and simple. And then you can burn it or you can bury it. I tend to burn mine. It's like I take it, I go, you know, I go out to the full moon. I have that paper. Well, I went and bought some big bay leaves, so I write on the bay leaves now. And you put that in there, and then you burn it, or you can bury it if you don't want to burn it. That is releasing it from you and giving it back to spirit. And then that way you're no longer having to deal with her. Spirit will take care of it. And you just go from there. Okay. All righty. Oh, thank you, beautiful butterfly. That's awfully sweet of you. All right, let's see. Snapdragon, you were the one that were next. Yes. An oracle card. Yes, ma'am. All right. Let's see here. All right, Eileen, get some sleep, my darling, and we'll talk to you later. I did your card, didn't I? If not, it'll be in the replay. You can watch it then. But I think I already read yours. Oh, you're welcome, KL. You're welcome. You just focus on you, baby. Focus on you, and everything else is gonna fall into place. Let's see here. All right. All right, Snapdragon. We got for you. Slow down. It says, take a breath and slow down. Relax and reduce any pressure you may be under or are putting on yourself. It may feel like you are in an emergency, but it is an illusion. The faster you go, the less time you have. While it may appear that decisions and actions must be undertaken immediately, it is better to slow down and allow more information to come to light before moving ahead. By taking things at a slower pace, you will become better informed and make better decisions all the way around. Have no fear. You have time and will miss nothing. You will, however, greatly benefit by slowing down. And got it, that's not the truth for all of us. Don't you do it. You saw that, huh? They tried to jump out, fall on the ground. All righty then. Next up, we got Cindy Gary. Are you still here, Cindy? Owen Walker, you're next. Okay. Let's see here. Like an oracle card. I ate here. All right, Cindy. Let's see what you got. Oh, I like that. Okay. Oops, went too far. All right. You got pay attention. Stop what you are doing and notice what and who needs your attention and care. Start with the basics and move outward. Does your body need care? Do you need a better daily routine or a healthier diet? Do you need to stretch and move? Do your close relationships need your time and attention? How about your professional associates? Do they need more focus, involvement, and participation from you? This does not mean you must sacrifice yourself for others. This card simply suggests giving attention to the essential things in your life. They won't take care of themselves while you are checked out. Be practical and attend to what keeps you healthy and safe as well. Does your car need a tune-up? Do the tires need air? Does your home or apartment need a repair? Do the locks work? Are the smoke alarm batteries charged? Focus on what your intuition has already alerted you to. Care for the things that take care of you right now. They may be neglected. And we are all so bad about that. We are all so very bad about that, about not taking care of ourselves. All right. So I hope that speaks to you, my dear. All right. Owen Walker, you are up next. And let's see. Angie Gutierrez, you are next, my dear. Okay. Owen Walker. Whatever I need to know at this time. Okay. Well, let's see what that's going to be. Get a few shuffles here. All right. We drew woods, and it says, be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. I like that. Spirit's being pretty specific with you right there about what you need to know. You need to calm down, you need to soothe, and you need to tune in to the mysterious and be full of life. That's easy to do when we slow down and we take a little extra time, catch our breath, spend a little time out in nature. Before you know it, everything starts flowing to you, and you know. Oh, did I miss Terry? I thought I had clicked Terry. I did miss you, Terry. I'm sorry. Put your put what you wanted back in real quick, Terry, so I can. A nice card. Okay, you want a nice card? You got it, my dear. All right. I've already got okay. I just saw it. Where did I do with it? Okay. Terry's next, and then I'm sorry, Terry. I didn't mean to miss you. I could have sworn I clicked you because I remember seeing it earlier. Thank you for letting me know, Edward. Y'all keep me on point here. All right. Let's see here. A nice card. Oh, I'm feeling this Whispering Woods card. Those are speaking to me right now. So obviously There's something in here that Spirit wants you to know. And okay, let's see what we got. Trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. Now, I like that. That's showing her trust is in herself, not what she's balancing on. She's balancing on it because she trusts in herself and her strength. I think that's what Spirit's trying to tell you. You need to trust in yourself, not in what's around you. All right. And again, my apologies for missing you. That was not intentional. Okay, Angie, now you're up. A message from your guides. They telling me go back to the Whispering Woods again. Okay. They can't make up their damn minds tonight. We go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. All right. Let's see. What did we get? We got learn. It says, take a lesson from the owls. Okay. This is the night owl slumber party. Here we go. Take a lesson from the owls. Deeply observe the night and you'll become a little wiser in the day. I like that. Pay attention to what's going on around you, especially at nighttime. And then when the daytime hits, you're going to be a step ahead of everybody. That's what that's telling me. That's pretty good. So, yeah, that's exactly what your guides are saying to you. It's time to do some learning. Got some learning to do. All right. Kathy Goodwin, you are up. A general reading. You keep telling me to go with the Whispering Woods. Okay. Now, there's a bunch of little decks like these, different kinds. I'm going to have to go check and see what else they got. I think I put a bunch of them on my Amazon list. I just got to go in and look at them. Pick out another one to... They're easy to shuffle. I kind of like that. All right, Kathy. You got the Night. And it says, find comfort in the night where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. Oh, that even rhymes. Even better. I feel like I'm spouting poetry here. Yeah, that's when you see the stars the best. That's when they're the clearest and the brightest, is when you go out at night. You shut off all the lights. You shut off all the noise. You get away from all the that's going on around you. And you just simply focus on the night and the stars. And the picture's going to get very clear for you. I like that. Very good. All right. Joyce, my dear, you are up. Well, 20 years from a bypass, that's pretty damn good. 20 years before needing repairs. Yeah, well, we all need repairs. I need new upper teeth, but, you know, it's going to wait a while. I broke one of the front ones, and I've super glued the damn things back together so many times it's not funny. I just need a new upper denture. I just can't afford one right now. All right. Let's see. And oh no, oh, it just sent me to another deck here. All right, let's see what they've got to say. Listen, biatch. They say, don't take anyone's shit. You are to be respected always. Always, always, always. Don't take no shit off of nobody. Tell them they got to respect you. I like that. Yeah, even your doctors have had to learn to respect you because you got a lot of shit going on. And they're like, yeah, we're not playing. I kind of like that. All right. Dakota, you are up, my dear. An oracle tonight. Okay, they're telling me Whispering Woods again. Oh. Oh, thank you, baby. I was starting to freeze. It gets so cold in here. Yeah. Checking on the dog. He's still snoozed out. Oh, Dakota, you get wish. Focus. There we go. And it says, make a wish with a dandelion in the wind. You remember those? We used to blow one when we were kids, and all the little pieces would fly off and float around. That was always so much fun. See who could blow gently, but blow all of the little thingies off of it faster than everybody else. But you couldn't blow hard. You had to blow soft. So find yourself a dandelion. Go blow on it and make a wish. I think you'll be surprised at what you get back. That's going to be cool. Right. All right, Marita, you are up next. Marita is going through a difficult time living in a hotel. Oh, baby, I have been there before. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. We lived in one of those rent by the hour motels. Back before my husband died, when he was still doing maintenance work. And he got a job running maintenance at that hotel, and which isn't even around anymore. But we got like a free room. It was like a two-room suite, I guess you could call it. It was like one room with the beds, and then there was a little room next to it that had like a stove and a sink, and you could fit maybe all of 2 cups and 2 plates in the sink. It was so small, but hey, it was a roof over our head. We were able to cook our own food. We lived there for a while, getting back on our feet during one of our hard stretches. It happens. Okay. Starts out with the 2 of Pentacles. The idiot is fucking clueless. Okay. Then the 3 of Pentacles. A group of motherfuckers can help you. Help's on the way. It's not far away. And then the 5 of Pentacles. You're being bitchy. Stop it. I'm laughing because we drew 3 Pentacle cards back to back from different parts of the deck. Now, Pentacles, that's that's money, that's finance, that's abundance, that's things that can help ground you and give you strength. And what is it saying? Well, the funny part is stop being bitchy. I don't ever see you as being bitchy, so don't worry about that part. But it's just, what the hell was that noise? It's just pointing out that you're dealing with fucking idiots, but there are others that are there that can help you. So don't get rid of all of them, but be able to call the others in and say, okay, let's do our stuff. All right. I hear Edward fussing. All right. Oh, hey, Swampy. I didn't see you in there. Nice to see you. All right. Okie dokie. Next up, we have Diane. You see me getting a full or part-time job sometime this year or next. Okay. That's kind of a pendulum question here. Let's break this down. Okay. All right. Will Diane get a full-time job before the end of 2025? Will Diane get a full-time job before the end of 2025? All right, it's just going in circles, so it's thinking. All right, will Diane get a part-time job before the end of 2025? Yes, okay, that changed directions. Now, we're going to go into next year with this part-time job. So, do you see Diane getting a better job or another position in that job in 2026? Oh, big time, yes. Okay. So you got something temporary that's going to get ready to come along. You got a yes on that. So you got something temporary coming up. That's a good thing. At least you have a little bit of money coming in. You can eat. You can hopefully keep a roof over your head. But know this, Spirit has better plans for you in 2026. Therefore, just go with the flow. They're saying go with the flow and just start with this part-time, work hard, do your best, because it's going to lead to a full-time job. That's going to be a much better job. Now, whether if it's with the same company or not, they're not telling me that, but they're just telling me that you're going to get part-time and you're going to go in and you're going to work hard and you're going to kind of knock their socks off, because most people don't expect much workload to come out of part-timers. They tend to think, yeah, you just, something to do. But when they see your ambition and your drive of doing that job, that's going to kick it in to another level. And you're either going to get a promotion or another job offer that's going to come along. but it's going to be better off. But it won't be until 2026. So, but you do have something part-time that's coming in 2025. Okay. So keep us informed. Let us know how that goes when it happens. All right. Let's see here. Linda. A message from my dad, John. Okay. I am assuming John has crossed. Oh, thank you, Andrea. That's very sweet of you. Okay. A message from Dad. What is Dad trying to say? Quit worrying about every damn thing. That's the first thing I heard. Stop worrying about every damn thing. That's what he said. I don't know what you're worrying about, but he's telling you to stop. And he emphasized the damn. So I don't know if he was a cursor or not. Maybe he was one of those people that didn't really cuss. But he's like, quit worrying about the damn thing. So. And then he gives us the card Flow. And it says, go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. Do not hurry. So again, what did I say? Stop worrying about things. Let it go. And then we pull the card that says flow. Do not hurry. Take your time. Just go right along with it. It's going to lead you exactly where you need to go. I think that's pretty funny whenever Spirit does that to me. Lines them up one after the other. All right. All right. Let's see here. It didn't cuss ever. Well, he cusses now. That was funny because when he said it, it was like the word stuck out to me because it was like he's not used to saying that. You know, it was like he kind of had to get a hitch to get it out. That's funny. Okay. I get a kick out of some of these messages I get sometimes. It's like, really? That's what you want me to say? Okay. All right, Rishaline, you're next, my dear. An oracle card. Oracle card. All right, they're telling me to go back to the damn Whispering Woods. This seems to be the it deck tonight because this is the one that keeps sending me back to. I literally look over at the cards when y'all don't specifically say I want this card. And they kind of like, it's almost like a neon light lights them up. So when I look at it, the cards like light up with the deck they want me to use. It's weird. I don't know if anybody else had that happen or not. It's just really kind of weird. The first time it happened to me, I was like, what the hell is going on? And I shared it with somebody. Who was I talking to? Another psychic. And I was like telling them that happened. He's like, oh yeah, I've heard that happen before. I was like, it happens to you? And she was like, no, but I've heard other people say it happens to him. I was like, okay, so I'm not like crazy or have a brain tumor. She's like, no, you're not crazy and you don't have a brain tumor. She says, Spirit just lights things up for you so that you know that it's from them. So I'm like, okay. All right, Rishaline. You got forbearance. Do not be deterred by the thorn amidst the roses. Oh, I like that. Because we love the roses. We love the way they look. We love the way they smell. Ah, such a beautiful fragrance. But we have to remember, Roses have thorns. And some of them suckers can really hurt because they're really big and thick thorns. And this is just telling you, don't let the thorns scare you away. You got this. You go for it. Everything is good. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. Everything is good. That's what they're saying. Just go with it. You got this. If you get stuck by a thorn, well, you know, slap a Band-Aid on it and keep on going. Kind of like that. Okay. Pet Jeremiah, are you still with us? A general reading. All right. Again, Whispering Woods. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Resilient. I think we pulled this one earlier, didn't we? I think we did. Stay as strong as evergreen trees. Yeah, this was one I pulled earlier. So spirits want you to know the same thing. You're resilient, darling. You can go with it. No matter what happens, you can go with it. This card simply clarifies that fact. All right. And Clarence is last but not least. And I know that he's already left because he was not feeling well. So we're going to draw his card real quick. See what he's got the spirits got to say for Clarence. Resilient. Now y'all watched me shuffle those just now. Stay as strong as evergreen trees. Clarence, you're resilient, baby. You can go with it. You can bend the way you need to bend. No worries. All right, guys. I'm going to say goodnight because I am starting to droop and droop fast. Thank you for sticking with me tonight. Go have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Try not to freak out too much with the full moon and the lunar eclipse. And I will see y'all soon. Bye for now.